Okay. Hey, Statesman Nation, welcome to Meet the Statesman. Today we have Eddie Daly. He's a freshman on the basketball team from Lansing, Michigan. What's up, Eddie?
How's it going? Glad to be here.
So let's start off talking about basketball. How did the season go?
It was definitely a ride, from beginning to end. I walked in here not really knowing what was going to happen, not knowing who we were going to have. We always played with each other, I came in here through the summer, did a few workouts. I met some of the guys. I could just really never tell who we were going to get. But from the start of the game, the first game, preseason, whatever you call it, I really feel like we weren't together as a team. But as the season went on, we went through to a few tournaments like Pikeville. Just the traveling, I think, really brought us together and gave us more of a team chemistry feel. And towards first couple games in the season, I really felt we were playing our best basketball throughout the season. But there's always a time and place where it has to come to an end. And unfortunately, at the Final Four, not how we wanted to have our season end. But I'm still here for the next 3 years. We're going to see how it plays out from there.
Very cool. How would you say your practices go? Do you guys often put in extra practice or?
Yeah, most of us do. Most of us will come in an hour before or an hour after. People on the team are always getting up more and more shots, always working out, always doing something. I know for me, I have to stay here this summer. So since then, I've been lifting. I've been getting up shots every day. I usually try to do a 2-hour workout at least once a day, just depending on how all my classes are going or whatever I have for homework. But the team in general, yes, is always putting in extra work.
Very cool. And how would you guys stay sharp in the off season?
To stay sharp in the off season, we always are running. We always have to get here a couple weeks early too, just like you guys did for golf. They're not fun workouts. They're always pushing us to our hardest limits. I know when I first got here, I saw a lot of kids drop out and not want to come to 5:30 a.m. workouts. They were definitely tough, but I knew what my circumstance was. I knew what my other teammates' circumstance was, and I definitely couldn't let the team down. Whether I was playing a big role or not, I knew that I had to set an example for some other guys to step up and really get into shape. So.
What would you say you needed to improve on for this season?
For this upcoming season, I feel that as a team we could definitely, like I said before, because we always have new guys coming in. We never know who we're going to have. We always need to work on our team chemistry. We need to get in more practice hours for sure. But for me personally, I feel like I just definitely need to be more mentally tough. I know what to expect, but it's just when I get out there on the floor, it's go into a complete brain freeze, and I really don't know what's going to happen or who's going to do what, but I definitely need to get tougher mentally and get my wind up a little bit because I hate running. So, yeah, that's about it for that one.
What would you say was your strength of this past season?
Our strength was definitely probably our guard play. We had very good guards. We knew what they could do. We pretty much ran the ball through them. But this upcoming season, it's gonna be a completely different ball game. That's how I feel like it's gonna be for all the seasons. But this upcoming season, it's gonna be basically through bigs because our starting lineup should be averaging about 6'5", 6'6" for in height. So, yeah, we're gonna be a big team. It's gonna be a different kind of play. But I really feel like that this year or this upcoming year, we're gonna be something special.
Very cool. All right, we're gonna change things up a little bit. Some more fun questions.
Yep.
But how did you start playing basketball?
I've always been playing basketball since I was a young kid. I remember 3 years old. My mom had one of those little Tykes hoops in the living room or whatever. So I was always shooting baskets on that or whatever. And basically, I've just always had a basketball in my hand since I was 3 years old, through the YMCA leagues to my Catholic school church league to AAU. It was whatever was going to happen that day. but it always involved basketball in some way, shape, or form. Because at some point, I was always such like I was a much bigger kid than a lot of people were. So it's just kind of like, yeah, you should play basketball. You should play basketball. I'm like, all right. So I just kept going at it, and eventually fell in love with the game. So
Very cool. Who would you say is your sports hero?
A sports hero for me is probably Kristaps Porzingis from the New York Knicks. Yeah, he came over here from, I think it was Slovenia, and he's another taller. He's about 7'1". He's a shooter, but he can also bring the ball to the floor. That's what I feel like. I mean, that's what the coaches told me I need to do and make my game after. So I've just kind of been watching highlights on him, and basically I'm just trying to like mold my game into what his is.
Very cool. How would you say was your adjustment to small town Oskaloosa?
From coming from a town of Lansing, I mean it was big. I mean it's the capital city, but I also lived on kind of like the outskirts. Went to a small school called DeWitt, and it wasn't much harder because about 20 minutes north of me it's all farmland. So it really wasn't that hard. Just the toughest part was probably just being home away from my family for the first time, but you know I've adjusted to it and I'm ready for next year.
Very cool. What's been your favorite part about Iowa?
My favorite part is probably just a small town feel. You know, this is really like in Oskaloosa. It's very like feels like a very family motivated community, and I'll have random people come up to me. Hey, you're on the basketball team. How's it going this year? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even really play, but you know, it's going good. It's going good. You know, I just answering their questions. It just it feels good to be in a community for people that actually care. So.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. If you could trade places with one sports star for one day, who would it be and why?
I'd have to go with probably Kevin Durant, just to see how.
Cool.
I don't know. I just feel like he's such an inspiration to some people. He was definitely an inspiration to me. I mean, I watched him for a little bit growing up when I really started watching the game of basketball. I just feel it'd be cool to like walk a day in his shoes, see what his daily life is. I know he's just practicing, going to games, but I don't know. I'd love to get on a private jet someday and just start flying around, going to basketball games and getting paid. So we'll see how it goes.
I guess that leads me to my next question. Do you see yourself playing basketball beyond college? Or?
That's the plan right now. I mean, I came here also to get a degree, but for right now, I feel like my game is at a point where it's matured a lot to the point where I can make a difference on a team outside of just college, whether it's overseas or in like the NBA Development League, whatever it is. I feel that I can, by my senior year, I can really be ready for something like that. So I'm going to give my shot at it, and we'll see how it goes.
I like it. All right. If your life was a movie, what genre would it be?
It'd have to be comedy, just because I always love a good laugh. I like laughing. I like making other people laugh. So, yeah, if my life was a movie, that's probably what it would be.
Do you know who would play you in that movie?
From an actor point, I'd probably have to do Will Ferrell, just because, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of another pretty tall guy that I really think is funny, and it'd probably just have to be Will Ferrell. But.
All right, okay. What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without is food, because I'm always eating. Yeah, I don't know, I'm literally always eating. I try to eat around 6,000 calories a day just to keep my weight, plus also all these workouts I'm doing, but that is definitely one thing I cannot live without. I'm always snacking, I always have something on the go. I'm walking to class every morning with a few Pop-Tarts in my hand. Doesn't matter what it is.
Breakfast of champions.
Exactly, there it is, yeah.
And what was your favorite memory of this season?
Our favorite memory was, it had to be Kansas City, I know. I mean, we didn't want it, or it ended how we didn't want it to, but I really feel as the team, the city, really brought us together. We experienced some things that nobody has experienced before. Like, I've never experienced something on like a big stage like that, or being on the floor or on a court like that. But I just feel as a whole it really brought us together as a team and made us stride through the games that we thought we would blow teams out, but we really didn't. So.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for coming,
Yeah.
Statesman Nation. This is Eddie Daly.
Thank you.
Signing off.